My next guest, she is at the centre of an ageism row, making headlines this week. DJ Liz Kershaw claims she was sacked from her job only because she's over 60. Liz had worked at BBC Radio for 35 years on some of the station's most successful shows, obviously, before a long-standing Radio 6 programme ended last year. She joins me now. This is mad. You are in your prime. You're at the top of your game. You've got all this experience that you've amassed. It's a great time in your life to be celebrating. And it just seems really sad. I'm
a walking encyclopedia.
You are, though.
Somebody said to me the other day something about a band and I went, oh, yeah, Eel Pie Island, 1960. And they, how do you know that? I said, because ever since I was a kid, I've just, been obsessed and soaked it up.
Yeah, you have.
No longer required.
But it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, Liz. It really doesn't. I mean, presumably they didn't come out and actually say to you...
No, they didn't say that, and I'm not saying I did it in a tweet, but you'd only have a flash and 140 characters in a tweet.
For sure.
I'm not saying it got to 60 and the computer pops up. Oh, see 60 now, get rid. It's just like this thing around you where you get younger management in, and it's like, yes, dear, they kind of treat you in a patronising way, and you're not the young gunslinger, and they to show that they're making their mark, they want to make changes, and they look round the easiest door to push. Oh, well, she's been here a long time, she's 62, let's get somebody more funky on, younger. And nobody's ever said that to me.
Right.
But why I said that, and then I wrote an article for the Times this week explaining myself. Oh, thank you. Was to say, OK, well, here you are, BBC. Let's look at the evidence. Mm-hmm. You're a news organisation speaking truth unto nation or whatever. So you've got nearly 20 blokes on the BBC's pop music radio stations, aged between 60 and 80.
Right.
A lot of them pushing 80, 77, 76, right. 78.
Yeah.
It's OK. How many women have you got? You've got 2 now, I've gone. You've got Elaine Page on a Sunday afternoon playing songs from the musicals.
Yeah.
And you've got Anne Nightingale, who somehow, she was the first female DJ. I listened to her growing up.
Me too.
She's 82 or something, and she records a programme, and it's put out in the middle at 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning. And that's it now. So there's now more women than ever, because since I started on Radio On in 1987 and realised there were 3 of us, Anne Nightingale, Janice Long and me, and 20-odd blokes. I've campaigned throughout my time at the BBC, and Nadine Dorries, who's now the Culture Secretary, got on board in 2011 and asked questions in the House, and then Tony Hall, when he was Director General, was forced to issue an edict saying, in 2 years' time, 50% of DJs on the BBC radio stations will be female. And, we've now got Lauren Laverne on Six Music, we've got Zoe Ball on The Breakfast, and we've got women across the day.
Right.
Whereas somebody once wrote to me when I was on Radio 2 and said, why do they only have you on in the night, Liz? Are you a vampire? There was nobody from 6:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night that was a woman.
Yeah,
so it's been a huge problem. And the BBC finally had to acknowledge that. But now, when asked this week, why, is it because of Liz's age?
Yes.
They don't give a reason.
What they said here, this is the right to reply, thingy Bob, but what they said here was all radio schedules evolve.
Of course.
And the recent schedule changes will allow us to explore other musical stories.
What that's management speak.
I don't know what that means.
I'm trying not to say...
We always discuss changes with our editorial plans with affected presenters. There were no other factors involved in the decisions, and we are proud to have a diverse range of presenters on TV and
diverse
radio.
Except in age.
Well, that's really interesting because, we're about the same age. I'm going to be 63 in November.
And I'm 63 now.
Right. Now, the thing about here and working on daytime and on ITV is that experience is really valued.
Yes.
It genuinely is valued.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're on air or off air. It could, whether you're working in production or you're one of the crew.
Yeah.
It's actually valued, and I think, and it's prized because, and it's that thing of amassing loads of experience and then being able to share that with everyone. Now, you've just said you're a walking encyclopedia about music.
Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, well, you're a great resource. If you want to go back to management speak, you're a resource and should be used in that sense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, all the interviews I've done with all the artists, it's like a national archive, which is now in the bowels of the BBC, won't be touched again. You know, people... I recently was given this series to do.
Look at you there with Dolly and your gorgeous brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
On Radio 2. She's got younger looking over the years. On Radio 2, on Radio 2, I was asked to do this series over the Platinum weekend.
That's right.
Yeah. And the guys who were making it didn't know. I was able to say, well, if you go and look at, say, March 2019, you'll find I interviewed Jim Kerr of Simple Minds. Or if you go so and they were able to bring all this stuff out. Right. One of your guys on the floor today, he said, you know, we were having a chat, he listens to Iggy Pop on Six Music, who's nudging 80. Yeah. Now, the reason that you get bands now like The Idols, who are sort of very punk influenced, is because of people like Iggy Pop.
You've got to put it in context, haven't you?
When Six Music started, we were given the remit that you play the music of the last 6 decades, and show the context of music today. So you're playing the latest thing by a new band, but you're also saying, and they were really influenced by this band. And that's the story that the BBC should be telling. And it's not about me, Lorraine, and it's not even just about radio. It's about our cultural heritage. Music is so important in this country. It's giving it to the world. And it's a huge export, it's huge soft power, and it's the BBC's remit is to educate and entertain. We should be showcasing the music that this country's made, and we should be encouraging young people to delve back and find out where it came from. So just throw the baby out with the bathwater.
It doesn't make any sense.
They're not doing that, though, Lorraine, because the likes of, you know... Well, I'm not going to cite... They're all nice guys, but they're all still... tottering in at 70-odd, and yet they're in... So the question is, so BBC, answer this question and stay fashionable. Why are there no women over 60? Well, 2. Yeah. Now, I'm not... You might have noticed I'm not miserable.
No, you're not at all, and this is not a whinge.
No, it's not a whinge.
It really
actually think they've done me a favour, because I did it for 35 years. I got up at all times of the day like you do. I did through the night. All through lockdown, I went in because I knew it was important. I went in live, other people did. I knew it was important. People trapped in their homes, a lot of them really alone. And so I did that. Then, as soon as I stopped doing it, I thought, oh, somebody had said, would you like to come so-and-so this weekend?
You can do it.
I can do it.
This is the thing. Yeah. The world has opened up. Yeah. Liz, you've started a brilliant discussion, and I know we're already getting an awful lot of response to this. I'm sure we'll revisit again. It's so good to see you.
Can I just say one more thing? I've got a bucket list now, and one of the things I'm going to do is drive from my friend's house in Barcelona, all around the Côte d'Azur, down the Amalfi Coast, into Sicily, stay with my friend there. I couldn't do that if I was having to be in every week, and that's what I'm going to do now.
Good for you.
Life is opening up.
It surely is.
I'll have the music blasting out while I'm driving along.
I bet you will. Oh, Liz, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.